Hi, I'm Claire Hetzel. I'm in the Environmental Science and Policy program. I'm in my second year. My hometown is Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I completed my undergraduate degree in environmental science at St. Norbert College. I chose the environmental science and policy program at GB because I was interested in combining research in a fieldwork capacity, but also tying into the policy aspect, which I've been able to explore through my coursework. I think that it's really important for scientists to understand policy because it can impact research priorities as well as the funding that we're eligible for. My degree option is the thesis. I'm conducting research, and my emphasis is on ecosystem studies. So, my current research is focusing on the study of fish body shape changes in local streams, and we're aiming to determine if there's any similarities or differences between these separated fish populations. So, our focal species is creek chub. They're a type of minnow, and we selected the species because they're just locally abundant, so we would have a large enough sample size. But we're also looking at the other species that are present in these streams to look at if there's any different species interaction differences between the streams. So our impact is really looking at getting a better understanding of the local systems, if they're reacting similarly to pressures they're facing or showing different patterns. But also specifically with the fish body shape changes, it will be interesting because this research hasn't been done extensively in this area. It's more been studied in the southern United States. So just looking to expand the knowledge in this area, especially in our local area with the tributaries of the Green Bay. So our preliminary data is showing that there are some differences between tributaries. So we're going to be collecting another fieldwork season of data just to get a better look at what some of these differences are and possibly including a couple more streams to study. So we haven't completed all of our data processing yet, but it will be interesting to sort of parse out maybe some of the reasons why we're seeing these differences. Yeah, so right now it's a little bit different. We've completed our fieldwork for the season, so I'm primarily doing coursework and data processing. But during the field season, it was really exciting this year because we got to involve the senior capstone class in environmental science with this research. So it was a really good collaborative process working with the undergraduate students. They got to help out with the field sampling and experience that side of research. And then our project got a little help from the students in collecting more data. So that's a big question. And I think a lot of times it can be easy to feel unmotivated when things do seem so big with going on to getting another degree. But I think it just comes down to the little things. And for me, it was just wanting some specialized coursework. My undergraduate degree was a pretty broad overview of environmental science, chemistry, geology, ecology. But I really wanted to drill down into aquatic ecology aspects, as well as focus again on the policy. I think that's a really important part of our degree here. And so I guess just the little things to keep learning, keep getting better, learning how to be a better scientist as well. Just knowing that everything you're doing is going to pay out in the long run. Yeah, like I said, I really was interested in taking more specialized topics classes and also conducting the collaborative research that we're doing here. Like I said, we collaborated with undergraduates this semester, and we're going to continue to do that next year because it was so successful, as well as collaborating with other graduate student projects. So this summer, I was able to help out with some of my peers in their research, and that was really beneficial because I got experience in other areas of aquatic ecology, like working with bugs, which I hadn't really experienced before. So that was really good. So just broadening my skill set and knowledge base. Yeah, they've definitely been met so far. Like I said, I've gotten experience in multiple research topics, and I think that's definitely been one of the highlights so far, as well as the coursework that I mentioned. And I feel like this program is definitely helping me refine my skills as a scientist and continually learn more the new research that's going on in different fields, because we have so many different research interests going on right now. That's really helpful to not get stuck in just fisheries, to be exposed to other current research. Yeah, so I haven't been thinking about that too much. I'm still in the midst of writing and everything like that. But I definitely want to continue conducting research, whether that's in the capacity for a state agency or federal agency. I'll definitely look into those opportunities. But I've also been interested, like I said, in the policy aspect. So it would be cool to seek out opportunities that would, be a mix of both the research and policy. That's something I've really gotten into more here at the program with the policy aspects. I guess one thing that's been really important is writing. Although we're doing a lot of field work and research, a lot of it comes down to communication and how to communicate what you're finding and what your results are with the research. So, writing is definitely a really important part of the program, whether it's for your thesis, for your coursework, an internship, learning how to write reports, or even grant proposals will be really important for anybody's future, regardless of if you're on the policy side or just in the strictly research side. Yeah, I guess my advice would just be to try to determine what you really enjoy doing. And it's obviously not always going to be easy what you enjoy doing, but it definitely makes life easier if you're going into something knowing you really enjoy the subject and the outcome. It's easier to be motivated to work for things when you're really interested and have a passion for what you're doing. So I guess that's one of my biggest pieces of advice.